Farsi Island, middle of the Strait of Hormuz, 4:23 a.m., pitch black. 12 U.S. Navy submariners, their boat disabled, engines dead, drifting into Iranian territory. Then 6 Iranian speedboats surrounded them, searchlights, weapons aimed. Within minutes, all 12 Americans were in Iranian custody, zip-tied, being transported to Farsi Island, a military base 30 miles from the nearest U.S. ship. Tehran announced, American spies captured. They will face interrogation and trial. The world held its breath. 12 U.S. sailors held hostage by Iran's Revolutionary Guard. But what Iran didn't know, 18 Navy SEALs were already inbound. What happened in the next 28 minutes became the most daring hostage rescue in U.S. Navy history. USS Florida, Ohio-class submarine, operating in the Persian Gulf. At 2:30 a.m., 12 crew members departed in a rigid-hull inflatable boat. Mission: deliver equipment to USS Bataan, 40 miles north. Routine transfer, but at 3:45 a.m., disaster. Both engines failed, electrical malfunction, dead in the water. Worse, strong currents pushing them east, toward Iranian waters, toward Farsi Island. The crew radioed for help, but submarines can't surface in hostile waters. USS Bataan was 40 miles away, 30-minute flight time. They had 15 minutes before entering Iranian territory. At 4:15 a.m., they crossed the line, inside Iranian waters, defenseless. At 4:18 a.m., Iranian radar detected them. Revolutionary Guards scrambled 6 high-speed boats. At 4:23 a.m., Iranian boats surrounded them. 24 guards, AK-47s, screaming orders. Senior sailor Chief Marcus Webb made the call. No resistance, surrender. We are U.S. Navy, mechanical failure, not an invasion. Iranian troops boarded, grabbing Americans, zip-tying hands, confiscating equipment. At 4:31 a.m., 12 sailors loaded onto Iranian boats, transported to Farsi Island. At 4:38 a.m., they arrived, forced onto the island, cameras filming for propaganda. Iranian commander shouting, "You are spies, American spies, you will be interrogated." Chief Webb stayed calm. We are U.S. Navy, our boat malfunctioned. Under international law, silence, you have no rights here. The Americans were locked in a concrete building, guards outside, isolated. At 4:45 a.m., Iranian state TV announced Revolutionary Guards capture American spies. They showed video, Americans on their knees, hands bound, Iranian flag in background. But 40 miles away, a very different operation was launching. 4:47 a.m. USS Bataan received authorization from Central Command. Execute hostage rescue. 18 SEALs, 2 helicopters, recover personnel by any means necessary. Within 3 minutes, 2 MH-60S Seahawks lifted off, each carrying 9 Navy SEALs. SEAL Team 3, trained for exactly this. Mission: infiltrate Farsi Island, locate hostages, extract, all within 15 minutes. Speed was everything. Iran was moving hostages to mainland. Once there, rescue becomes impossible. At 4:55 a.m., the Seahawks reached Iranian airspace, flying low, fast, lights off. At 5:01 a.m., 3 miles from Farsi Island, Iranian radar detected them. Revolutionary Guard went to full alert. Unidentified helicopters approaching, all units weapons ready. But SEALs didn't give them time. At 5:03 a.m., Both helicopters came in fast, flaring hard, SEALs fast roping down, 18 operators hitting ground in 20 seconds. Iranian guards opened fire, AK-47s on full auto. SEALs returned fire, suppressed M4s, precision shots, guards dropping. This wasn't police action, this was combat. SEAL team leader, Lieutenant Jake Morrison, directed teams. 9 SEALs toward detention building, 9 providing cover. Iranian reinforcements running from barracks, maybe 40 guards total. But SEALs trained for this, outnumbered, night operations, hostile territory. At 5:05 a.m., breaching charges on detention door. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Door blown off, flashbangs thrown, SEAL team rushing in. Chief Webb heard the explosion, looked up, saw American operators in night vision. U.S. Navy SEALs, stay down, we're getting you out. At 5:06 a.m., all 12 hostages secured, moving toward extraction, but Iranian resistance intensifying, heavy weapons, PKM machine guns opening fire. Covering team laid down suppressing fire, grenades, smoke, creating chaos. At 5:07 a.m., both helicopters came back, hovering, taking fire, door gunners returning fire with M240s. First 6 hostages loaded, then 6 more, then SEALs, fighting withdrawal, last man out. At 5:09 a.m., both helicopters lifted off, Iranian tracers following, bullets hitting fuselage, but they were airborne, accelerating, getting away. At 5:11 a.m., they crossed back into international airspace. Mission complete. 28 minutes from capture to rescue. 12 hostages recovered, 0 American casualties, but 5 Iranian guards dead, 12 wounded. This wasn't bloodless, this was war.
4:23 a.m. 12 U.S. sailors captured on Farsi Island. 5:11 a.m. 48 minutes later, 12 rescued, 5 Iranians dead, 0 Americans lost. Today, those 12 sailors continue their Navy careers. Chief Marcus Webb received the Bronze Star. The 18 SEALs, names classified, faces never shown, mission barely acknowledged. Because that's how SEALs operate. Silent, deadly, effective. Iran still controls Farsi Island, still threatens shipping, but they don't take American hostages anymore because they know what happens. Helicopters come, SEALs fast rope down, doors get blown off, and Americans go home. 28 minutes, 12 rescued, 5 enemies killed. One message to Tehran: never take Americans hostage.